It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Xavier Legette. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Panthers and the Commanders just ahead.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much
Sports.
light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
The veneer of a new season is gone as we hit the middle third of the schedule. It's away here in Week 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. Bringing him out, coming off a tough rookie season as the top pick in the 2023 draft is Bryce Young.
A 400-plus yard passing day, it takes everybody. It takes protection. It takes your eligible playmakers to make those catches and gain your yards. But it also takes a red-hot quarterback playing with tremendous confidence and belief in what he can do. Now, well, his teammates are counting on him to do it again.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hubbard again. And he's held up short of midfield after a small gain. They made it a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He put some juice on it deep. His first throw is an interception. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB in you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. Play fake here, Daniels. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Play action now, Young. Vacates quickly left side. That pass complete to McMillan. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Here's a give to Hubbard. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They run again with Hubbard. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now they turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
They'll toss it to Etienne. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case, a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he gets this forward to the 19. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. From the red zone now. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
And an opening doesn't materialize. He's caught near the line of scrimmage. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Carolina. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Matthew Wright for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go. From the 47. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, Daniels. Into the hand. Oh, he loses the football. Panthers pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And his start to the season has been special, hasn't it? The way he's played, it's no surprise at all that he's leading the NFL in passing. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Young working from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Carolina in punt formation. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Commanders will go on offense.
Here we go.
Daniels on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq! Alert!
Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Zach Sealer there to bring him down. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
3rd and 10.
Come on, Shaq! Turn up!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He puts some air under this one deep. They connect on the deep shot. He Takes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders tie this game 7-7. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 9. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They've got first down from the 31. Counter give to Etienne. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd and 3 now. From the 38. Complete to Tremble. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. They go right back to Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, Young. He's got him. That's McMillan. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Now this is out of bounds, and what a beauty! He coffin cornered it well. They're going to mark it at the 2-yard line. The Commanders are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Daniels from the pistol. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And they bring him down up at the 12-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. To throw, Daniels. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Short side option here. He's running left. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Daniels. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. And now they face 2nd down. Here's Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. That one one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Again, Daniels to the air. That one's complete, right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They'll throw it again. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Washington calls it second timeout. They're now set for first and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So that brings up second down. Throwing it again here. He gets this one to McLaurin. And that will not be enough for a first down. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. Third and short, Daniels. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it's going to be fourth and short. Schrader's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Panthers returning their offense and this running back to the field. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Just 25 seconds remaining as they get all set up for first down. Shotgun snap now to Young. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Let's go. 19 tight. Go.
Here's Young on first and 10. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down. Now Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They're set up at the 35 now. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Connects on the crosser. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Prater puts it through, and it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter. That's the half here in this one, all tied up thanks to that late field goal. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bo Nix, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Michael Penix, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They are all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And it just feels like he's been fighting uphill since this one kicked off today, doesn't it? The mistakes just canceling out a lot of what he's been able to do offensively on the positive end of things. This defense, man, they have seized on the mistakes and made life difficult. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Play fake here, Daniels. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But of course we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or 2.
The Panthers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Young on the play action. Legette's got it. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Xavier Legette with the touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go. Set.
Daniels back to throw. Able to find Ertz. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now Daniels off the play action. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Jump. Set. Set up.
It's a design boot. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow.
You know, it's fascinating how those routes you run so many times in practice become a whole lot more difficult in the actual game. That was an important third and short to convert. Very surprised to see that play fail.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get past the marker.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
Set up. AT card.
From the red zone now. Escapes, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go. Set up.
Another try following the sack. He completes it in traffic. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders make it 17 all. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors and Xavier Legette with the football once again. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Here's Etienne on first down. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the pistol, it's Young. Connecting on the slant. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Dump off to his fullback. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
He puts some power on a deep one left. Brought in inside the 20. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Play action now. Young. Buying some time right. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Prater puts it through. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commanders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this, couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Set. Hey, check that.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Commanders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10
Let's go.
at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing now, off play action. And a man is there to knock that away. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And that makes it 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
Again, Daniels to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The Panther offense headed out to the field. This winning streak has been impressive for them. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. ETN again. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap now to Young. He's got time here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Young working from the gun. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. And they're trying something here. They fake the spike. They did it. He made the interception. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And the Commanders have some new life in the 4th. Okay. They thought they were being clever there. Didn't bite on the fake spike for a second. It immediately backfires Brock with an interception.
Yeah, the only way that really works, Kate, is if eyes are on the quarterback, but that was not the case for this defense. Right, once those receivers took off the line, the moment they launched, everybody communicated defensively, and they were there to pick it off.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. All set up now for 1st and 10. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out.
79 Bronco. I go.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. An option give to Robinson. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
A pitch here to Eckler. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders take a 4th quarter lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Extra point is good by Gonzalez. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Carolina offense headed out now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Here's Etienne on the give. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Running it here with Etienne. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Looking to throw. He's on the move. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Panthers needing 4 points. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Here's Young to throw. Forced out to his right. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing now. On the move, headed right. And once again, they can't connect.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Escapes out to the left. And he gets this forward to the 19. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. He'll look to throw it. That's taken in by Etienne. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their 1st. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Setting up to pass. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Bronco switch. Alert! Alert!
From the 46. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the first down as he stays in bounds.
I'm sure Coach, a play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's taken in by Samuel. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returnable from the 1. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Commanders 31. Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Let's go now.
One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Panthers are winners. As with that, we sign off from DC.